Hey everyone, welcome to Post to Post. Hope you're having a great start to your weekend. It's Friday, that means Jersey Concepts here on the channel. And I'm going to show you something, or we're going to react to something that I've never reacted to. They're Jersey Concepts, they're NHL Jersey Concepts, but they're from a contest, and we love contests here on this channel, we do them all the time, but it's someone else's contest. So Ali on Twitter ran a contest, a jersey design contest during the playoffs, and there was 8 teams in the East, 8 teams in the West, and 8 designers on each side, so 16 total designers, and they came up with designs as the playoffs progressed all the way to the Stanley Cup Finals. That's the short version, I guess, and this was all documented on Twitter. So I'll throw up his Twitter handle there if you want to go follow him, and you absolutely should, not just because you like Jersey Concepts, but because you're interested in jerseys in general, jersey news, jersey leaks, jersey potential rumors and information, like all the good stuff. Make sure you go follow Ali over there. Great follow. Now, he's provided me with these jerseys round by round. So we're going to look at round 1, round 2, round 3, and then obviously the Stanley Cup Finals. I'm going to throw up the graphic that he did send me of the designers so you can see who's designing every single team. If you want to go toss them a follow on Twitter, absolutely do. I would highly encourage that, especially if you like to see other people's work. And even if you're just new to designing or a veteran, it's always good to look at others' work because you get inspiration. You see different techniques, different ideas. It's always great to kind of grow the community and grow your circle of design as well. So yeah, definitely go give those a follow. And let me bring up the round 1 folder. I just see file names here, AT1B, AT1F. I don't even know what that means, so we'll just jump in. And I do think that these are sized all differently though. I did see some on Twitter, months ago, basically when the playoffs started, and I think some are sized differently, so I apologize if they appeared on this ed a little bit awkwardly, but let's get into it. Let's look at the first one. Okay, so Boston Bruins, classic for sure. I get definite Winter Classic vibes for one specific reason, and that is the neck here, the collar. In Winter Classic jerseys, typically that's more of a lined, stretchy material versus this, and you can see that represented well actually by this designer. Designer is Justin here. And I do like this quite a bit. I think this could absolutely fit. I don't think there's a general theme to these. I guess we'll find out as we go through. I don't think the whole theme is Winter Classic or anything like that. But I like this individual theme. Maybe not the whole series that we're going to look at, but this individual jersey. If the theme of this was intended to be Winter Classic or something like that, I think achieved. Yeah, absolutely achieved. Justin did a good job here. I don't love the logo, but I understand that's the shape of B that they did use at one point. It looks a little bit cartoony, but I really like the jersey design. As far as yellow jerseys, you guys know I don't really like yellow jerseys that much, but this is quite nice. I actually really like this. Great uniform. Okay, next. Oh, Florida Panthers as a dual stripe backing stripe, a dual color backing stripe. That's what I was trying to say. I think as a uniform, this would look fantastic. I like the dark blue. I think the red really pops on that, and obviously that yellowish gold, cream color, whatever you want to call it. As an entire uniform, this would be very cohesive. I like this design a lot. Next up, the Tampa Bay Lightning. We've got basically a full redesign here. I love the induction of the lighter blue. It's almost like the eastern version of the Seattle Kraken in a way where you get 2 shades of blue, or maybe even approaching teal here with that lighter blue, and it looks great. It's a modernized version of a rebrand that's, in my opinion, desperately needed. So this is great. Yeah, I actually like everything about this. I love the arms, very modern and very stylistic. Excellent jersey, excellent uniform, I guess. Well, maybe not whole uniform, but we get the socks there, so good job. Next to Toronto Maple Leafs. So we're going a bit more classic feel, I think. I know this image is kind of small, so it might be a little bit pixelated on the edit here, but there's a maple leaf on the front of the pants. And I think that just a little attention to detail is something that's one of the best things about looking at and reacting to jersey concepts is whenever you pick those little intentional decisions. And I think this little intentional decision by Orion here, he's the designer, of putting the maple leaf on the front of the pants is excellent. I love that those little decisions. It looks excellent. And it also complements the maple leaf that's on the front of the jersey. It's an inverse because the one on the pants is white and the one on the jersey is blue. It's not my favorite Toronto Maple Leafs logo or grouping of logo assets from the Maple Leafs, but I think as the theme, I get definitely classic vibes from this. I like the shoulders. I think it's all very cohesive. It's a great uniform. Next, the Colorado Avalanche. Zach is the designer here. So it's I guess it's a bit of a take on what they currently use, but like completely redone or reformatted, where you get kind of the mountain vibes in there, you get the peaks and whatnot, but you've really introduced quite a bit of separation in color. You have the majority of the, or all I guess, of the burgundy up top, and on all of the blue except for the little bit in the shoulder patch down below at the bottom. You've got the white separating it, and I think this has good balance. It has excellent placement. It feels modern, and it's a really good attempt at a rebrand. So actually, none of these jerseys that we've looked at so far have been bad. Excellent job by the designers so far. Next is Seattle Kraken. Ooh, I like that little wave in there. That's nice. A little bit of a Kraken from the ocean. You've got to be playful, kind of like the Islanders were with the fisherman jersey. Add a little bit of wave in there. It adds a little bit of modernism and also character to the jersey as well. So good job on this one. I like the two-tone aspect of it, even though it's not technically two-tone. We've still got multiple colors here other than two. I guess we have three colors. I thought there was four. Dark blue, light blue, in between blue, and then black. I guess there is four colors. It's deceiving though. At first glance it does look like two colors. Good job. Next, this one goes pretty hard. It definitely goes pretty hard. Oh man, I like how bold it is, but I just don't think it's the star jersey that I or the majority of people want. I love the attempt. I just think it's a little bit too much for me personally. So this would be the first miss, I think, so far. Ooh, the Minnesota Wild. Look at this. We've got multiple gradients. Gradient in the back of the neck, gradient in the collar, gradient in the arms, and gradient in the bottom of the jersey. And the silhouette in the bottom, he's creating an entire night scene here. Who designed this? Is there a name? No name. Just a logo. D, the backwards D. I don't know. Good job. Anyways, he's created an entire night scene here. The jersey is black. However, you can see almost like the Aurora Borealis or the Northern Lights down below, and the silhouette is the top of the trees, pulled from the logo, and also that scene is replicated in the logo as well. So great usage of scenery and just like perspective, I guess here. He's literally placing you in, he or she, I guess, is literally placing you into a scene, into a visual. And it's excellent. And gradient in the socks too, I didn't even realize. And gloves and pants. Didn't even notice those. And laces in pants. Excellent job here. I like the gradient. It's a little bit over the top. However, it's very like piecemeal, very sectional. It's not like an entire jersey that's a gradient. So actually really good job on this one. I like it. Next, the Carolina Hurricanes. Pretty simplistic design, but not necessarily in a bad way. Just kind of, it feels like going back into history and kind of making a really good decision on some jerseys from the past. So I think as basic as this is, it does work. I like the balance with the black. You've got the black in the neck, the logo, and down below. So there's really good color balance there. So yeah, a good job on this one. Next, the Islanders. Okay, Fisherman. We've got a black version of the Fisherman. So this feels like a combination of two jerseys, so even though it's kind of really not, but man, I can't not like this. Like anything to do with the Fisherman, I'm gonna like. So I approve this one. It's not the best Fisherman concept that I've seen, but I do really like it. Next, the Devils. Wow, this is extremely modern and just, it's almost like electric in a way. Like it feels almost like electricity in the back. I'm not so sure what that's supposed to be or what that's supposed to represent, but it is absolutely interesting. This is a two-tone jersey. You don't get the outline of the traditional Devils logo. You just get the N and the J that's there. And I mean, yeah, it's pretty good. I like the approach, but I do find the stuff going on in the back of the jersey a little bit distracting. It's almost because it's touching the logo. I think if it was elsewhere in the jersey, maybe on the shoulders or just I guess everywhere, or maybe more subtle, I'd like this a little bit more. It's just, it feels very connected to the logo, and there's quite a bit of empty space. It's almost distracting in a way. Next, the Rangers. Wow. Okay, so personal preference. Immediately, I don't like this just based on the way that the logo is arranged in that stripe. I think if you just had the Rangers normally on there without that wrestling belt kind of appearance, I would like it. And I know not everyone's like me and stuff, and it's good that everyone likes different things. I love the back of the jersey. I love the pants, the gloves, the socks, and I love the rest of the jersey just other than the front. Even if you made that completely horizontal instead of kind of at an angle, so it matched up with the stripes on the arms, I think that would be a win. I just don't like that kind of angled look. Next, the Vegas Golden Knights. This is okay. I would say relatively generic. You've got reverse retro 1.0 vibes in here for sure. And the colors have been switched up. And I mean, it's not a bad jersey at all. It's just a little bit generic for me. Ooh, me likey this one. The Winnipeg Jets. Looking at a really popular jersey from their history, recent history, I guess, in a way, a recent classic history, and building off of that foundation. Using a very popular jersey and taking another jersey that they've used, the lighter blue, kind of melding them together and coming up with a pretty good result here. I actually really like this a lot. I like this approach. I'm a little bit worried with the red pants. You've got the dark blue helmet, but with red pants. I'd be curious to see the socks. Or not the socks, the gloves, sorry. I'd be really curious to see the gloves. I assume that they would be red to match the pants. The red pants are such a Rangers thing. So I'm a little bit concerned on the red pants. I'm wondering if blue pants would have been the better call here. Or, yeah, I don't know. I kind of have to see the real thing to make a final decision, but I love the approach here. Good job. Next, the Edmonton Oilers. PGH Concepts, okay, is the designer, and not bad. I mean, it's very, I think the old school fans will like this. The old school Oilers fans would really like this a lot. It's very generic. I like the pants. I think the pants are perfect. I mean, nothing's wrong, but it's just a very basic design, and that's good. I'm not saying that as a bad thing. So yeah, personal preference, not bad, but not my favorite so far that I've seen. Next, the LA Kings. Well, we've got, I guess, I was going to say two eras of jersey, but I guess that's not really correct. It's really more so one era of jersey. I think the Burger King logo on the shoulder would be a miss for me just because I'm not a fan of it. I do like the rest of the jersey, though. I think that the striping down below plays in nicely with the logo. It's all good. Next, that was the last one. Okay. I'm not going to say my favorite from that one. I want to move on to round 2, and we'll take a look at these and then continue on. At the very end, maybe I'll tell you my favorite from the entire lot of jerseys, not just the finals. Let's go. This one's going to be, okay, Florida. We're back with Florida again. Okay, so yeah, round 2. And more Florida. This is pretty good. I actually really like this. I have no initial complaints whatsoever. It reminds me of Pittsburgh Penguins a little bit because of the sectionalization of the number area there. Nice relationship with the color in terms of blue, gold, and then red, and that's replicated down below the bottom of the jersey. Socks also match quite nicely. You get some of that influence in the pants there too. So, yeah, actually pretty good jersey or uniform. We're back with the Toronto Maple Leafs again, and I think this is. I don't want to keep saying Winter Classic, but I'm getting Winter Classic vibes here, and I like that you kept the Maple Leaf in the front of the pants. That's good. I feel like this is relatively close to the last one. In a way, I don't really remember exactly I remember the logo, and I think the shoulders were white with a white stripe in the front. So I guess all of the striping just kind of have been removed and squished together in the middle of the jersey. It looks good. It definitely looks good. I get Winter Classic vibes from this, or maybe Heritage Classic vibes from this. Yeah, Heritage Classic is a better one. Minnesota Wild. So this one's, I guess, not as bold as the last one, but it is nice. It's not my favorite that I've seen. It's a little hard to tell based on the quality of this photo, but I think there's trees very subtly and a green stripe in the middle and in the bottom of the jersey. I think that it's an excellent call. I think that would look fantastic if this was a real physical jersey or uniform rather. And shoulder patch looks great on there as well. Let's go. Seattle, wow. Okay, with an off-white or cream. I mean, the dark blue does complement well. The light blue complements well. And the teal complements well. Or light blue, whatever you want to call it. I don't care. But it still feels a little odd. I'd be curious to see the uniform. I don't know. There's something feels just a little bit off to me. I like it, but I don't love it, and I don't dislike it. I don't know what I'm saying. It's not bad at all. I would think I would like to see the red back in the eye, though. Okay, the Devils. This is a very white jersey, and not in a bad way. I think the kind of almost double drop shadow happening on the logo is a neat aspect because it kind of matches the striping in the arms. So that was a cool approach. That's good. Good stuff. Let's move on. The Islanders. Well, the Islanders have used a design similar to this with more letters in the past. I can't remember what color the jersey was. I feel like it was black. But shortening it up here with aisles, I think, is the correct decision because you can more easily see the letters on the front of the jersey. Having this orange is pretty decent as well. I actually like this a lot. I think this would be an excellent alternate jersey. Moving on. Wow, this is strange. I get Brandon Wheat Kings. I need to see the logo here. Okay, because that's the first thing I thought of when I saw that, the Brandon Wheat Kings. I guess it's not exactly the same, but it's angled the same. It's definitely angled the same. And you get the crown in there, and it also says Kings, but I mean that's just part of the regular imagery basically. I would prefer one of their actual logos from their history on the front of the jersey. I love the purple and the yellow though. That's a standout feature of this jersey. So I love that. I like the logo on the shoulders as well. I would just change up that primary logo on the front. Next, the Winnipeg Jets. Wow, that is a white uniform, white pants, white jersey, white socks, white helmet. Full painter's uniform here almost. I would change the color of the pants. Those, in my opinion, need to be dark blue. And I like the Jets font on the front. I don't like the guy that's on there though. I would definitely remove him. So those two little notes, and let's continue. Oh, that was it. Okay, I guess round 2 there's less teams, isn't there? Let's move on to round 3. Let's see who made it through. So we got Florida. Okay, Florida's first. And this one's pretty good as well. It's almost a little bit busy in the middle. It's not bad. It's just maybe a little tiny bit busy. Uniform is nice. Let's move on. The Devils. Okay, the Devils made it through. I like the shoulder patch on there. That is definitely one of the nicer anniversary shoulder patches that we've seen in the NHL in the past couple of years. This one's pretty decent, a little heavy on the striping, but decent. The LA Kings. Okay, so 2 generations here. 2 generations. We've got the late 90s early 2000s to mid 2000s Kings with the original LA Kings colors, and this looks great. I actually really like this a lot. I think more people won't like this just because it is so vibrant and stuff, and it's such a distant design from what they currently use, but I personally like this. I like the nostalgia factor of this. And the Seattle Kraken. Wow, we've got maybe some Seahawks influence in here on this one. I do like the green. I think this is probably inevitable. We're going to have a Seattle Kraken jersey, maybe not designed exactly like this, but utilizing these colors for sure within the next 5 to 10 years. It is inevitable. It pays respect to the other team, or one of the other teams, Mariners, one of the other teams in Seattle. So I think this is going to happen for sure. Good and decent jersey design here. Okay, that's it. Wow. Okay. So 4 made it to the finals here. Let's go into the finals folder, and we'll see. There is rules here. Let me read the rules first. Opponents will now switch teams. Okay, so the same designer was designing the same team all the way through up until this point. And so they will switch. Best of 5 and polls released during gameplay. Extended polling 12 hours. Okay, that's insignificant for what I'm doing here. But opponents will switch teams. Best of 5 and polls released during gameplay. Okay, best of 5. All right, let's see what the first one is. Florida. Wow. That is a very unique Miami Vice themed jersey. We've seen a lot on the channel. We've reacted to probably 30 to 40 plus Miami Vice themed Florida Panthers jerseys. This is definitely unique. I would say 75% are very similar. This would definitely go into the 25% category that are just a little bit unique and a little bit different. I do like this. I like the pattern in the arms. I think it's a little distracting. I think if it was a little bit more subtle, it might lend itself better to the overall design. But I love the innovative idea and approach to this. I think this is a fantastic jersey. If it existed, I would absolutely purchase this. The next one, okay, another Florida one here. We've got a complete switch up of jerseys. So color palette from the last one, design basically from the last one. The stripes are in similar places, but still. I like the amount of yellow in this, actually. The yellow looks great with the blue. It looks great with the white and the red. I actually really like this a lot. This is a very simple jersey, but I love the induction of more yellow. Great decision here. And Florida again, okay, so we've got almost a set here. The last one was maybe the alternate, and this is the white version of the first one, kind of, even though it's not Miami Vice themed. But the pattern's back in there. I think the pattern looks better in this jersey. It's a little less distracting, probably because I think it was teal on black, basically, is very polarizing. But here, it blends in nicely with the stripe in the middle and the logo, obviously. So this one's pretty good. I do like, actually, all three of these jerseys. I can understand why this is a finalist, for sure. Let's move on to the other one. Okay, so Seattle made the finals as well with that designer. And they've switched teams now. So, yeah, this is good. This reminds me a little bit of the San Jose Sharks Stadium Series jersey from 2015-ish. And yeah, actually nothing bad to say at all about this one. I really like this. I get reverse retro 2.0 vibes from this too. Good stuff. Yeah, I like this one a lot. Next, oh, wow. That is very nice. Now, this, I get Metropolitans vibes, Seattle Metropolitans vibes from way long ago. But I like this because if we go in the same vision as the last one, this would be hypothetically the alternate. And I think this is the perfect alternate. So Kraken along the front is, I think, okay in this situation because of their history. The light blue looks really good on the dark blue. And then the off-white just lends itself to the classic nature of this entire design and their history. The striping pattern comes from the Metropolitans as well. The shoulder, kind of a more rounded, lengthy design is also applicable to the classic nature of their history. This is very nice. I typically don't like designs like this with the letters coming down, as most of you know. But this is, I think, maybe one of my favorites so far that we've seen, actually. I'm a little surprised. Yeah, this one's nice. Next is Seattle Kraken. Again, I guess, yeah, that'll be the third one. I need to go back to the first one to see that one. Okay, now the third one. This is, I guess, taking a bit of influence from them both. You've got the off-white. You've got some pretty good striping in the background. This is nice as well. So we've seen three from each team. This is the finals. If I were to choose based on, I guess, set, not specific jerseys, set, that's really hard. Like, all 6 jerseys here are designed so almost, I would say, perfectly, actually. Just great execution on all 3 uniforms, we'll say, or jerseys. Man, oh man, oh man. I think I would personally give it to Seattle. Whoever designed the Seattle one, that would be my favorite of these 2 sets. But I would be happy with either of these designers winning. I will say that I don't know who actually won the contest, though. So if you want to check out that, make sure you go see Ali's Twitter. He's got it up there, or Ali, I apologize if I'm pronouncing your name incorrectly. He's got that on there. The winner is announced. As soon as I'm done filming this, the first thing I'm going to go do is check and see who won, because I don't know. But I would, in this situation, if I were the judge, I would personally choose Seattle. And I know it was a poll, it was a vote, popular opinion. But for me, personally, Seattle. I want to go back and just give a couple of shout-outs to some jerseys. In round 1, I thought the Boston one was excellent. Let's bring that back up. That was a really, really good jersey. The Colorado Avalanche one, that one was excellent as well. I mean, really, round 1 had a lot of really good jerseys. The Tampa Bay Lightning one was really cool as well. So those, I mean, and Winnipeg too, that one was great. The Minnesota, there's so many, man. There's really good ones in the round 1. Round 2, the standard jerseys for me in this one was probably, the Florida one was nice. The Florida one was definitely nice. The Toronto one as well. Round 3, nothing really wowed me too much in round 3. I think round 1 had a lot of really good ones. But that wraps it up. Thank you so much for sending those in. I really appreciate that. Make sure you go follow those amazing people over on Twitter, and let me know down below in the comment section of all the jerseys. It doesn't have to be, Florida versus Seattle. You can let me know of that as well. Which set would you choose, but which individual jersey that you saw in this video, which one would you choose as the ultimate winner, regardless of rounds, regardless of, who made it to the finals or not. We'd love to know your favorite jersey that you saw in this video. If you did like this video, or if you did enjoy it, please hit the like button down below. That helps a lot. And if you're new, please consider hitting the subscribe button. We do this every single Friday on the channel. We look at NHL jersey concepts, so I'd appreciate you joining the family here. Hope you have a great weekend. We'll talk to you soon. Adios.